y'all. Welcome to Shaken and Stirred. I am your host, Kristin. I'm joined by my co-host, Lilla, and we are pumped up today.
Feeling good, feeling great today. Just the vibe is just vibing, y'all. It's just one of those days, I guess,
Yep.
And we got our little boom boom stick, so we good.
And there's a lot of good stuff going on. We have got the new issue of the magazine coming up, and we're gearing up for that. So everything's being submitted right now, and all I can say is I'm so excited. I'm like a big nerd about it. I just can't tell you the variety, the inspiring stories. I mean, I can't even say it. I can't put it into words. You're just gonna have to see it. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. We don't have much longer until we'll be going to print. So I just been working on it and getting all my ducks in a row and making sure we have everything that we need. Hello. I was telling Layla before we started, I really want these things, guys. I need them. If you have had a transformation of any sort, if it was in your career, maybe you were doing one thing and you decided to do another. Maybe you dropped a bunch of weight. Maybe you built a bunch of muscle. Maybe you had a baby and bounced back. Maybe you used to not really be into clothes, but then all of a sudden you found thrifting and you love crafting the items into different items, and that's what you do. And anything, like I'm looking for the type of story that, what am I trying to say?
Just transformation. Like that. That can be so.
I want it to be the kind of thing where you're like, damn, I'm proud I did that. That took guts.
Yeah.
Anything like that. If it was learning how to play the guitar after an stupid ex-boyfriend told you you'd never learn how to play the guitar, and you learned how to do it, and then you played that shit at his, I don't know what.
And I think it's important to say that it doesn't have to be fitness related. I feel like people always think that when they hear transformation, it's like, oh, that you lost a bunch of weight. It does not. It does not have to be fitness related. If you have now owned something that you never, and when I say own it, like beast it, like you were killing it, whatever, something that you've never thought you could do or didn't know you wanted to do, and now it's kind of like a new, aspect of your life and a part of your identity, that inspirational, fun, interesting, just something. There's so much out there. And I feel like there's so many people who don't give themselves enough credit for these life transformations. They think like, oh, it has to be this humongous thing. But if it's something that just bettered you and just changed you personally.
Or was even accidental.
Right.
For me, do you think I grew up thinking to myself, I would love to own a drag racing team one day? No. So, but you know what? I could probably almost 99% guarantee you, I wanted my own magazine.
And here you are. Here you are. This girl has done so much. Like, y'all, it's just insane.
Yeah, I'm going to brag on myself for a second because I feel like
as you should
do that. And with all of the remodeling, and I'm looking at most of it right now, with all of the remodeling, I've had to move trophies, plaques, medals, certificates, all of the accolade type things. An axe. We have like 6 axe things. We have a couple of daggers. We have cups, like a trophy cup for all kinds of things. Archery, fishing, bodybuilding,
hunting.
Yeah, I have a Deer Ninja of the Year award that was bestowed upon me by my husband. But just all of the different things, I'm thinking, I am so capable. I'm so capable. Like every single time I doubt myself, I need to remember all this stuff that I didn't know how to do, and I learned how to do it. And I just think that if you can do those things, you will do nothing but have an excellent life. So if we can inspire more people to do those types of things and learn how to do things they don't know how to do and excel at them and show them that other people just got a wild hair and moved to Dubai and started teaching and things like that. I just think that's so important to broaden the horizons of people that may only have one view. And I think when you're looking at somebody's life on social media and you have 180 letters that you can use, it's hard to see somebody's true emotion behind something. And in the articles in the magazine and the pieces that we're doing, I think we're able to get more in depth, and we're asking the kinds of questions that other people would want to know the answers to. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're open and you don't mind sharing your story, whatever that is, whether it's accidental, intentional, a 12-week physical transformation, or a slow, but then overnight career transformation. We don't have a preference. We don't judge. Like, we want all the stories, and that's what I have to say about that piece. And then other entries, I know I've already asked, and I have actually had some submissions for this, which is awesome. Thank you, girls. For the between the sheets section, I want all the hot photos. Like, I want the photo of you if you took a selfie at the gym and you're like, damn, this was cool and looks aesthetic or whatever, and it kind of gives you like a feeling, or it moves you in some way. It will do the same thing for somebody else. If you felt empowered in that photo, I promise you another woman is going to look at it and be like, damn, she looks like me. She's at the gym killing it. She doesn't care if she's got, shorts on or leggings or crop top or whatever the fuck. Like, be inspirational to other women, y'all. It's what the whole magazine is about. And it's working. So let's do that. More of that. That's
I feel
perfect.
like people, and we,
Is because when I did the poll, this was what everybody said they really
mm-hmm.
enjoyed and wanted more of.
And y'all, we've said this before on here. You are always somebody's goal. Whether you think you're near your goal and you want to look like this or be like this or be able to do this, I promise you there is someone looking at that magazine, watching you on social media that's like, damn, I wish I could be like her or look like her or have, her mindset. So you never know. Those people in the back that are watching you, those few pictures they see of you and they're like, damn, okay, she's plus size, or, oh, she's super skinny and she's owning it, or, whatever it is, or, oh, she didn't think she was capable and she just came out of a bad marriage like me and now look at her bossing it. It's like you never know about those quiet people in the back that are just steady watching you, and you don't know what a few pictures can inspire, or a little story, or it's insane. So keep on keeping on and keep them coming.
Absolutely. And the other thing that I would like people to want to be featured in the magazine for is the happy couples. So I was telling Lila, I opened up my Instagram today and I saw my buddy Tate, and I'm like, Tate is always hanging out with his wife, having a great time. And I know his wife, but I'm friendlier with him. And I'm like, we have to do a piece about couples that like their spouses after being together for a while. And I just immediately messaged him and I said, hey, will you please talk to Randy and see if she would be down for me to do a piece about you guys? All I would need is your email address to send some questions and a few photos that you don't mind me publishing in print. And he was down to do it. But more of those types of stories. And I have some women in mind that I'm going to reach out to involve based on the fact that I know them. But I would love to feature people from all over the place, not just in my area and people that I know and that we know. I want it to be, global.
It is, because it's beautiful. I feel like so much focus is on what's wrong with relationships and the longevity of them and stuff. So seeing people that are 5, 10 plus, 20 plus years married that are still happy and like each other and enjoy each other, and they're not feeling like they're in it because they're obligated to, like, a lot of people get in that mindset of, oh, we've been together this long, like, what's the point in starting over? You can start over anytime. One of my members the other day told me she is 6, 7 years old and getting a divorce, and she already got her eyes on a new man that she has been friends with, and she is about to turn up. And I said, you do that. She said, I may be 6, 7, but I'm not dead. And I said, that's right. That's right. So you know what? I said, go girl, go.
I do love it. I went to my great grandmother's wedding to her high school sweetheart when she was 88, 87.
Stop.
It was the first wedding I remember going to. Very sweet.
That.
So, no, you're never too old. And they were in love. I mean, they were very affectionate with each other. They had a great 15 or 20 years together. My great grandmother was like almost 90, I think. Anyway, they lived a long time, both of them, and had a long life. So you just don't ever know what your future holds.
Right. Don't settle into your present and accept it as your future if that's not what you want. Freaking change something, learn something, go outside of the box, do something you never knew you wanted to do, or you wanted to do, but you're too scared of failure. So what? If you fail, you're just right back to where you started. You didn't know how to do it or weren't able to do it before. Try, at least try. Yeah, Success is on the other side of failure.
Boom, boom.
Did you, y'all, these are what we're talking about. Before y'all think we're like doing drugs on camera, you guys, these are little boom boom sticks. And like, I didn't know Kristen was obsessed with them, but I've been obsessed with them too, secretly. But I felt like it's weird if I tell people, like, oh, I use this little thing all the time, but I do. It's like
And
Vicks Vapor Rub, Met Coffee. What?
it's essential oils. What am
It
I?
is, y'all. It's just oils, but it's like, it gives you this, like, yeah, you just, it's like the Vicks Vapor Rub sticks, but just like different essential oils. But apparently it's supposed to like boost your like energy, memory, everything. It's just supposed to be like a shot of espresso straight to your brain. And they're amazing, but they're just
I
so,
don't sit around and like huff on them.
no, right. I'm not like secretly doing this all day.
But I have specific times during the day that I do like it, and there are different ones, and they have different essential oils, and all those oils do different things. So if you want to relax in the evening, that kind of thing, but it's not that wild.
Right. It's not that wild, but I just didn't want people to see us doing it and be like, what the hell are they? We're just over here like,
They might want
yeah,
to.
first thing in the morning, that's my friend.
There's something that's getting me when I walk outside
Mm-hmm.
that I feel like I had issues with a couple of months ago too, and it helps. Okay, so those are the things I would like submissions for. I'd like anybody that has made any type of transformation that you think could be inspirational to anyone. I would like any photograph that you think is motivational, inspirational, impactful, hot, anything like that. But striking images. You guys know the ones I'm talking about. And I've got girlfriend. Okay, I know you're out there.
And couples, guys. If you're a happy
And
married couple,
yep,
you know,
you
and you
still
still
like
like each other, and it's not just like a Facebook or, Instagram like where you're just putting on a show, like you genuinely like seeing your husband when you get home from work or, doing things with your husband. If you choose to do things with your husband over doing things with other people because you actually like doing that,
yep.
that's what we want. That's what we want. Yeah. Yeah. I saw this TikTok the other day and this girl was like, so you're telling me you guys are married and not obsessed with your husband? Like, my
Yeah.
girlfriends know. At the end of the day, I'm going to choose my husband to do things with. If we have plans, those are my plans. Us going out for cocktails, we can do that later. And she was like, so there's really people like you want your husband to like go away and you want to spend time away from him? She was like, no.
Who are these people?
Who are these people? Right.
I'm trying to find any reason I can to hang out with him. We found out about this race Danica was invited to and looked at our schedule for what we already had planned and we just connected the dots that okay, well we'd have to go here to here to here to here to here to here. Huh. When do we come back home? And I'm like, well, I might not be able to go. And he looked at me and he's like, what? And we were at
Hey,
lunch and Danica was like, what? And I'm like, Gabe's like, Danica said, we were all thinking, like, what are we going to do? Because we don't, even
do
Danica,
that.
yeah, Danica doesn't want to go to the racetrack with just her dad. I mean, I'm not saying that she wouldn't in a different circumstance,
Mm-hmm.
but for this circumstance to be gone that long with her boyfriend and her dad, she
Oh
won't,
God, yeah.
she won't.
Of course. And you want to be there.
Yeah, absolutely. So we try to do anything we can to avoid being away from each other. It had been years since 3 or 4 years since we had been away from each other when I went to Texas in the spring or earlier this year with my friend Jen. And that was only for like 3 days. You don't ever do it. I don't like doing that shit.
I just don't. If I can avoid it, I do. I mean, there are times, but still. But when those times come, I'm like, I feel like, I'm just like, what is my life?
I know.
Like sleeping alone and all that. I'm like, well,
I'm
I
wrong.
don't.
He does go hunting. He has done that a couple of years in a row now. He has gone for like a week. And I don't love that.
Yeah. Well, you just feel like you're missing something. Like you're like missing a piece of your regular
I love
life.
that he does it and has such a good time with all the guys and
Mm-hmm.
they always have good stories and they have a great time. I'm
Because
selfish.
we like our husbands. It's so
Exactly.
nice.
So if
We're
you
so blessed. I feel like we're blessed.
we are blessed, but we also didn't take the first swinging thing that came at us.
Yeah. And there have been plenty of relationships I ended because they were not for me, no matter what the circumstances were. So I was fine never being married. I was fine never being married. I was so happy and just life was just lifing when I met him. And the universe was like, nah, I got you. I literally just deleted Tinder, Bumble, everything. And I was like, you know what? For 6 months, I'm just going to
Be
focus on
about
me.
me.
Yeah, I'm going to, I'm not responding to, and then literally met him 11 days later. Yeah. I was like, well, that was fun. And we were married 10 months later. So, or 11, 12, 11 months later. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it happened.
I
Well,
know.
I think I got my point across. Do you have any homework you'd like to give our audience?
No, guys, just keep letting us know, even if there's not like a survey up or anything. If you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, dang, that would be a good article, or oh, I want to share this, just shoot one of us a message, literally, like at any time. Don't like we're not judging. We're not like, oh my God, I can't believe it's just
Just hop
yeah,
on.
like come on, give it, give it. Let's go, let's go. Like the beauty of this magazine is it can encompass any topic that you can think of wanting to learn about, talk about, share information about. There is a place for it in here. It's
Yeah.
not just fashion, it's not just fitness, it's not just health. Like there is
If you are
okay,
a dynamic, vibrant woman or you want to be,
come
click
on,
double Dutch.
come on.
Hop
Double
on
Dutch.
in.
Hop on. Hop
Right?
in. That's one thing I want to learn to master. You know what? I'm going to start trying to double
I
Dutch. I feel
would
like
have loved.
those girls, have you watched the videos where they're like dancing, doing choreography, like 2 and 3 people? I'm like,
Yes, I love it. I've always wanted to do it.
I think it's so like, it's just so fascinating to
Like a
me.
skill.
So if you're a double Dutcher, shoot us a message. Let us know. How'd you get here? What do you do? Come on, hop in, hop on
Do
in.
you have a manual?
Right,
Do you have a PDF version?
right. Do you have a QR code? Thank you.
All right, well, this was fun. I like that. We are being really
All
needy
right.
today, but please come hang out.
Yeah.
And keep in mind that these are things that may not make it in this issue. They may make it into the next issue. But the point being, we'd like to get you in the rotation of being involved if you'd like to be involved or share your story in any way.
Yeah.
Yep.
What she said.
Yeah, I have to be a little careful that I'm not over promising because, I still have to think about things like how many pages the magazine can be,
Right.
the shipping, and I've calculated things based on page weight and number of pages and things like that. So, there's another aspect to it other than just it being a free for all. But
I mean, there's room and there's going to be a next magazine and a next magazine and a next. So it's
absolutely,
like, we're just trying to get.
like I said, I just want to get you in my atmosphere if it's something that you would be open to and you would like to be a part of. So, yeah, let us know. You can always message us at cocktailsmag underscore, or you can message us individually, and you can find out any information that you want to at cocktailsmag.com. And what it is, that's what it is.
What it is, yo.
Boom,
What's
boom.
up?
Have a great weekend, and we'll see y'all soon.
Bye.